Hello everyone, welcome back, and if you haven't read the title for today's video, it's about National coming out today, and I am coming out as a Nintendo gamer, but you guys pretty much already know that, so I will tell you the story my story of coming out. Unfortunately, it's not a very happy story. My family did not accept me when I came out. My mother told me that I'd die of AIDS. My father told me that I would not that my lifestyle wasn't the right one and that I didn't procreate onto others. And then my sister had a bunch of really nasty insults that are even worse than unfortunately what even my parents said. So I'm not even gonna say what she said because it was pretty bad. But what can you take away from what I'm telling you? Well, I guess the thing is that should you care what your family thinks about you? No. You should be happy with yourself. And if you're not happy with yourself, that's a problem that is much more fixable than someone else not accepting you. Now, if you're wondering, did they accept me over 10 years later? No. I came out in 2008 and I was 20, and it was pretty bad. Unfortunately, that experience really hurt me a lot because if I didn't have that experience, I would be much more open than I am today, unfortunately. But the good thing is, as bad as that experience was, I eventually learned that I should not care about what people think about me. And no one should. No one should have to be so hung up on what someone thinks about you. And that's a big, huge moral lesson that I think anyone should learn. If I can if I can endure a lot of people insulting me online, my parents not accepting me, people saying nasty things to me anywhere, I'm much more thicker skinned than someone who's a YouTube streamer that has over 1 million subs and can't handle a little criticism. I feel like I'm much more willing to go forward than someone who's very popular. And at the end of the day, just because you're popular doesn't mean that you're very secure in yourself. You can be the most popular person on any platform, and it doesn't really matter in that regard. So yeah, doesn't matter if you're way up here or way down here. You can still be insecure, and I would rather be insecure on the bottom than I'm sorry. I'd rather be secure on the bottom than insecure on the top. Yeah. If you could have both, that's great. I would love that. But yeah, so what other moral lessons can I have on to you about coming out? You shouldn't do it unless you're ready. Don't come out if you don't feel ready. Have someone to talk to. Uh, your parents aren't always the best people to tell, and definitely gauge the situation. If your parents are Southern Baptists and they're Republican, probably not the best people to talk about first. Maybe they might accept you. I don't like talking about politics, but unfortunately, this coming out is always a very unfortunate political issue. It shouldn't be, but it does come with that kind of territory because how very political it can get. And I don't mean to. I'm just saying, like, there are people with very forceful, passionate opinions that they'll just slap in your face. And, like, I cannot stress enough, don't come out unless you feel ready. That also being said, I would say probably better wait till after college. I don't feel like high school is great. Kind of find it surprising that people come out at a fairly young age. But I guess it's a double-edged sword. If you're able to come out and it's more accepting, that's one thing. But I feel like as long as it doesn't interfere with your growth, I guess that's more of my concern personally. If you come out and you're able to, that's fine. But me, I just think it should wait. Maybe because I feel like you might not fully know about yourself until you get older, so you might want to wait on that until you fully know. Because sometimes you might be able to tell, like, the first signs are pretty early, like around 12. Can't understand why some people said at 8. That's way early, but I guess there are people that know earlier than I did. I think I knew probably when I was like 12 or 13. But yeah, The problem I had was because of the lack of acceptance in my family, I didn't feel safe to tell anyone, and I didn't come out until many years later publicly. And sometimes you're pushed into the pool, and you handle the situation, and that's all I can say on that. I don't think there's much else I can say on the issue of coming out, especially as I've said earlier, as a Nintendo gamer. But yeah, if you're a Nintendo gamer, you rock. You're awesome. I love Nintendo games, and personally, I'm foremost more about love of Nintendo games than any most part about myself. Although I do have parts about myself that I value more than others, I would say, but I think I'm getting a little too wordy. But yeah, I love Nintendo games. Nintendo games are awesome. But yeah, come out when you feel ready, and hey, what other better way to celebrate coming out other than being a gamer? I mean, that's awesome. And yeah, last things I want to say is that if you're mean to someone, stop it, knock it off. Be more accepting of people. Don't criticize unless you know what they've gone through. And yeah, just let them live their lives. At the end of the day, leaving negative comments on someone's YouTube channel is not really the best way to go about trying to force someone to change if you don't like them. You're better off just leaving them alone. So, to anybody that doesn't like anyone, especially me or anyone else, it's like just walk away. What do you gain by leaving a nasty comment? Are you hoping that you're gonna get blocked or removed? Because that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, this is definitely my coming out story. I hope you guys learn something from it. I hope you guys get the idea that it's not always an easy process, and regardless, don't put too much pressure on yourself. I guess that's another aspect that I can't stress enough. Don't feel like there's a time clock. If you not ready yet, don't. But anyway, but don't be afraid. Talk to someone that you can trust. There are plenty places you can go, and I will also leave the number for the hotline in case anyone feels like it's a tough issue that they want to talk about, because people unfortunately have struggled that they don't even get to come out during their lifetime, and I think that's sad. And I feel like that's a true travesty. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys on the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe.